Well, they said to turn on the little red lights, but I don't see any anywhere, so maybe I should just talk to that one over there. No, actually, they told me that that's the camera. Well, boys and girls, it's another night alive right here from Minneapolis Telecommunications Central Studio. This is TC Muzique. I'm Mr. Swizzo. So what? Big deal. And speaking of big deals, during the summertime, some friends of ours right over here near the neighborhood have a little thing called the Snow Big Deal. You may have noticed it's not summertime out there. So come this February, bundle up real nice and warm and run yourselves out to a little place over by the old Grain Belt Brewery where the Sheridan Neighborhood Organization will be having their 5th annual Snowball. Music, fun, and games for everyone. You can look this one up on the Snow website at sno.org. Tonight, we have something that we sort of dredged up from the bowels of the Nell Harrison cabaret type outfits. We've got ourselves a wonderful man who will strum us some guitar and sing us some songs. And then we're going to prove that we got more brains than your television does on an average night. You know, there's a difference between Mort Saul, Robin Williams, and Jonathan Winters, and Pauly Shore. Some folks have a brain. On the other hand, I guess you might want to take a look at somebody's bank accounts. But let's just not look at the fact that nobody ever went broke underestimating the taste or the intelligence of the American public. Our wonderful fans, of course, accepted. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think at this point, without further ado, I would like to introduce somebody that I have never met. What should I call you?
John.
Ladies and gentlemen.
John Wills.
John Wills.
Now when I look at my life, I'm turned around, disgusted with my past, and I can't live it down. Every day I'm digging through the lost and found, and praying I find my way. I'm just praying I find my way. Well, I'm still alone on this island with all these merchant sailors, radio disc jockeys and overpaid tailors. How can a place so minuscule hold this many failures? Say that's all I wanna know. Yeah, that's all I wanna know. Hey, you can't knock me down, leave me dry, tie my arms, hang 'em high. Yeah, throw me out, ruin my life, curse and shout, take my wine. Ransack my place, break my bones, spy my face, slime on no. But you ain't never gonna stop the train. to heaven. They pretend it never happened, like you ain't even real. And they ask you for a favor when you're behind the wheel. You're distracted by the attraction and you don't know what to feel. And they wonder how far you let it go. Just how far you let it go. Got this feeling of urgency that follows me down every road. Too many wasted years in the beer, growing old. So if you wanna push me, don't be upset when I don't fold. Well, I told you, baby, I've been here before. Yeah, I've been here before. Yeah, you can't knock me down, leave me dry, tie my arms, hang them high. Yeah, throw me out, ruin my life, curse and shout, take my wine. Ransack my place, break my bones, find my face, and I'm on no. But you ain't never gonna stop the train. To heaven. Woo, baby. You ain't never gonna stop that train. 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 This is still part of the same song. I just kind of... Actually, it isn't at all. But... Now, man built an airplane to carry that woman away from me. But she was on that flight, my friends, long before New Orleans. Well, I sat down in that seat on a Monday morning Greyhound. I'm heading back to my hometown. God knows I'm Minneapolis bound. But baby, I still love you. Hey, you in that dress of blue. Well, you shot me down when Atlas shrugged, and that was just enough to see me leave. It just ain't working out, this on and off love. But for your soul, I'll write it on the key. Said, baby, I still love you. Hey, you in that dress of blue. Now maybe I should have told you how good it felt to hold you, or wake up by your side. One day I'll depart from this chaos, and these two hearts will save us, so we can share our lives. And what are all these words for if you weren't even listening before? Well, it's my gift to you. I guess we're still searching for ourselves, and we could use a little new help, but no one ever take the place of you. Said, baby, I still love you. Hey, you in that dress of blue. Said, baby, I still love you. Hey, you in that dress of blue. Well, when you wake up in the morning, I'll put the breakfast on. I'll provide the shelter for you, and you can bring the song. Well, I'm only here to please you. Now, how can that be wrong? Tell me, honey, how long can this go on? Well, how can I make any plans at each new day starts? When I'm sleeping on my deathbed every night that we're apart. Well, it's a shallow grave that you've been digging for my heart. Tell me, honey, how long will this go on? I've seen better days, and my better days have seen the worst of me. I don't blame you for your actions, with your curiosity I do agree. Well, I walked all over this city, and this confusion has left me half dead on my feet. Tell me, honey, how long must this go on? Well, there ain't no preaching to be done, there ain't no changing my mind. Anytime you're looking for love, it's me you're gonna find. So you can treat me to your poison, and if I see him, I'll go blind. Tell me, honey, how long can this go on?
Anybody hear me? I don't know, but we're going to give it a try here because I thought that we would have a little chat with Mr. Wills while we have the good fortune to have him with us. And I just noticed back there, I hope you do not mind if I bring up this marvelous little slab here.
Not at all.
This is a CD by our guest, Mr. John Wills. And if I can read this with my failing eyesight, it says, Sleepwalks and Criminals.
Yes.
I believe that's a takeoff on Ike Riley's record of a few years back, Racists and Salesmen, correct? Well, maybe not.
I'm not sure if I heard of that one.
Well, it's a shame. You should give that one a listen. It's a wonderful thing, too. But if what I've heard tonight is anything to go by, this is its equal in every respect.
All right. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or bad.
That's a very good thing, trust me. I'm a fan of Mr. Riley's. And how long have you had this one out?
That's been, let's see, 2002, I think I put it out. So about 2 years.
All right, so it took us 2 years to catch up with you. My apologies, indeed. Is this still available? Can people go out and get it?
You can get it in cheapo and places, smaller record stores. You know, you're not going to find it at in Target, I guess, yet. But.
Well, Target has always been a little bit behind on some of our local people.
That's right.
It's one of our great complaints, and you may have noticed that one of the bills that went through Congress this past week allowed for the further consolidation of the broadcast media. So we're going to have to cling very desperately to our folks like Cheapo and our few remaining independent record outlets, because somebody has got to keep the flame alive, boys and girls. We got to somehow or other stop people from selling down to us the few things that they were willing to produce. You know, they keep on telling us that that's what everybody wants to hear. And their proof is that that's what they're selling everybody.
That's all anybody is here.
And they're selling it to them because that's what they say everybody wants to hear, and that's all everybody can buy, and so that's what sells, and they're selling what people want to hear because that's what they're selling. And I get tired of the entire little run around every once in a while because we're not that stupid. Oh, you'll have to pardon me if I rant every once in a while, but you know, it just I went away for a while. I'm back now.
Where'd you go?
Well, there's a funny little planet. It's somewhere about that far over there. Well, what is that sound, Bob? Indeed, I think it's time that we maybe talk about something a little more relevant here. Where did you come up with, shall we say, your style? What do you like listening to? Because, you know, it sounds like there's some thought behind this, like you actually have an idea.
Yeah, I guess that's easy to, or I guess I would say that, definitely. Yeah. I'm influenced by a lot of old blues stuff, a lot of different things, but
I believe I saw a John Lee Hooker CD in there among yours.
Exactly, yeah. So he's definitely a big influence.
And somehow or other, I don't know why, I thought of Spider John Kerner, but, you know.
Okay, yeah.
The first two records they had are Blues, Rags, and Hollers, and more Blues, Rags, and Hollers. And, you know, these guys are real historians of the real stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I really appreciate somebody that's actually given that much thought to something that has the guts to it instead of a spin-off of the last spin-off. I forget who wrote the song, but there was... I don't know if it's a local guy or what, but he did this one great song of Bob Dylan was the next Woody Guthrie, and then Bruce Springsteen was the next Bob Dylan, and there's this long list of everybody who is the next Bob Dylan. Now, in that case, I wish I recalled. There are a couple of brain cells left here, and neither of them actually recorded the name of that artist, but it concludes that Bob Dylan is the only Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
And with that much blather, is somebody going to be able to see you live anywhere soon?
Yes, actually, I'm playing every Saturday. I play at a coffee house in it's northeast Minneapolis, off of Central. It's called Columbia Grounds.
Aha.
You know that? It's right across from the Columbia Golf Course. Like
Okay.
33rd and Central, right in there. And I play there between 1 o'clock I start, and I go until about 3 there. But
That sounds like a good place to be able to sit down and actually hear you.
actually, well, a really good show coming up is the 13th of February, which is Friday the 13th.
Hey, we aren't superstitious.
Dangerous night to come out, I guess, but
No, tonight's a dangerous night to go out. That'll be fine.
But yeah, that's at Acadia Coffee House, which is on Franklin and Nicollet, and I'm starting at 9 o'clock there.
Okay, an evening show
Good
right
theater.
downtown.
Have you ever been in there? There's a good theater in there and kind of seats about 100 people.
You know?
It's a good spot for shows.
Yeah, I spent too much time hibernating, but I do know of it. And maybe I should get out there and see a show. And meanwhile, let's try and get maybe one more song out of the one and only John Wills.
Thank you. Well, they caught me late that evening and told me it was time for a change. I said, in a kind of living, well, you know it's already been arranged. Now you want me to take the blame, drop the acting, quit the games. I'm in trouble here, got my own matters to think about. Sometimes I fear there just ain't no room for me to shout it out. You say you're not asking me to take that route. I ain't falling for nothing, that's more than I'll allow. You'll find me at the market, you'll see me dancing with a girl from South America. Yeah, you'll know if you're my target when you look into the eyes of the barista. He asks, are you playing hard to get, sir? She was here, but you just missed her. Well, honey, it don't mean a thing how many devices you can find. Said it's not in what you bring, it's in what you try to hide. So when you see the signs, please don't leave Johnny behind. Well, this woman taught me a lesson as I walked to the corner with Billy Man. She said, can I make a suggestion? Honey, what's your name? Well, you lay me down tonight, baby, I will bring you fortune and fame.
I tell you, I'm blind. That's why I've got the glasses. But that don't mean that I can't see, because I am looking at the TC Muzique Variety Show Extravaganza. And I tell you, such a thing would never be complete without some laughs. Lord knows it is a heavy burden that I try to bear upon my failing, aging shoulders some nights, all by my lonesome. Tonight I got me some help. I got me some expert help. And if I may call upon that expert help right at this moment, in the person of Mr. Shannon Thompson.
Wow. Public Access TV, I made it. Oh, it's good to be here. It's good to be here. I'm pretty excited, pretty stoked. Been waiting a long time for this one, actually, but the funny thing is I'm watching an episode of Forensic Files on Court TV the other day, and this one's about a guy that was wrongfully convicted of rape based on a pubic hair sample they found at the crime scene, and one they took from him. But they didn't do any DNA testing on it. They just did a visual comparison. They just looked at it. Like, hey, that one's short, dark, and curly. So is that one. He's guilty. Well, that scared the hell out of me. I'm like, man, that can happen to any one of us. That's why I'm taking preventive measures, and I'm crimping my pubic hair. It's very 80s. I just got hired by a new family-owned company. Pretty good job. I like it. The mom is the queen bee. She's the one who runs the whole show over there, and she's like, I will hire you here under one condition. You have to promise to look at this as more like a family environment, not as a company. I want to think of you as one of my sons. I'm like, that's a big task, but I can do that. That's why I've been stealing from her purse. And she's been chasing me around the office, beating me with a wooden spoon. Did you guys know that 2,500 left-handed people die every year from using right-handed objects? You morons. What have we been telling you since kindergarten? Use the scissors with the green handles. What did you think was going to happen? You take our scissors, we beat you to death with a right-handed golf club. I got stuck in traffic behind a funeral procession the other day, and I'm thinking to myself, why do funeral processions get to stop traffic and run red lights? Can they be in that big of a hurry? I mean, the person is dead. I know if that were me and you're getting ready to stick me in a 6-foot hole in the ground and cover me with dirt, take your time. Stop off for a meal. Maybe hit the strip joint and tuck a few hundred. And when it's my time to go, I don't want to be in a hearse either. I want to be in a convertible. Wearing a Burger King crown. Because, hey, it's my day. So along with SARS and smallpox, we have monkeypox to worry about as well. And the messed up thing about monkeypox, it has the same symptoms as smallpox. You get the sweats, the aches and pains, the nausea. But with monkeypox, you're also prone to throw shit at your family and friends. I just got out of a really abusive relationship with this girl. Not mentally abusive, but physically abusive. She was beating the crap out of me. And the last straw came when I shaved my head, and she went crazy and punched me right in my freshly shaven dome. Now, granted, she wouldn't have been as mad about the situation had I not told her that I have cancer and just started chemotherapy. And then when she started crying, I went, psych! But hey, the good part about it is I get to reside at the battered women's shelter. A lot of chicks there. Prime for the pickings, too, let me tell you. I'm like, hey, you want to go on a date sometime? She's like, nah, I don't think so. I'm like, get in the car. They get right in. It's one of the benefits of having a girl's name. Oh, man, I got a cousin who's a raging alcoholic. It's pretty depressing, too, because I live with a guy, and I'll come home and find him passed out in the bathroom with his pants around his ankles. But it's his house. I can't really do much about it, except videotape it, and then put it on the internet. And if you'd like to check it out, it's www.mycousinhasasmallpenis.com. It's free because I wouldn't feel right about charging for something that small. But hey, it downloads fast. I decided to run for governor in 2006. Not because I have a lot of good ideas. I don't. Nobody cares about that anymore anyway. All they care about is whether or not you're scaring seniors. Hell with those old people. We should be able to scare them. They smell like mothballs. They pay for shit in pennies. They drive their 92 Buick LeSabre into a crowded farmer's market killing 10. That's why my first commercial for my campaign will be me at Cub Foods at 10 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday when there's nothing but old people. And I'll be hiding behind aisle 6 as some old lady's pushing her cart. I'll jump out and be like, boo, you old bag! By the way, I'm taking Wheel of Fortune off the air, too. How do you like me now? Vote for Thompson in 2006, curing Alzheimer's one old person at a time. I seen an ad the other day in this bathroom, in this men's room in a Northeast bar, and it said it was for a Go for Basketball, and they were having a campaign to help kids with cancer. And it said, if you think hitting a three-pointer is hard, try being a kid with cancer. I'm like, that would be difficult. But if you think that's hard, try this. Try hitting a three-pointer with a kid with cancer. They don't ball up very easy. And they run fast. That's a really mean joke, but I like it. I recently single. I'm kind of glad to. I'm glad because I was really tired of women talking about how guys have a double standard, because ladies, you do as well. Like when it's that time of the month and your nipples are sensitive. And I'll accidentally brush up against you and be like, ah, my nipples. But later on that night, when you're giving us a hand job, act like you're trying on a new plunger. And ladies, you always accuse us guys of giving our penises nicknames. I've never done that. My penis leaves an impression of its own. Usually a very small one. But I have had girls give my penis a nickname before, like the last girl I dated, she gave my penis the nickname of Soup Can. And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty promising. No. Not the case, because apparently I smell like cream of mushroom. And I'm very condensed. And ladies, you will chain smoke after sex like it's nothing, but if a guy has a chew after sex, he's the Antichrist. And you always say the same thing, too. That's so disgusting. How can you put that in your mouth? That's a little ironic. And ladies, when you're crossing the street with your boyfriend going to a Timberwolves game and he slips and falls on Hennepin Avenue, that's hilarious. But when we're coming back from the game and you slip and fall, not so funny. especially when I'm the one who pushed you. People are really getting crazy with their politics nowadays, man. They're all over the board and they're fanatical. And I seen this bumper sticker the other day. It said, "What would Wellstone do? Scream?" That's what I would like to think, but maybe not. I have a thing. I'm an Asian woman magnet. Asian women love me. I don't know if it's my green tea cologne, but Asian women love me, and this dates back to when I was a kid and I had an Asian pediatrician, and I'd go in with a sore throat, and she'd be like, "Does your pee-pee hurt?" I'm like, "Not so much." And she's like, "How about now?" Oh, man. I have a really hairy back. Really prevents me from picking up women. And I decided I was going to do something about it recently. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to wax that. And I recruited my younger brother to help me wax it. Yeah, nothing makes you feel like a homosexual more than your younger brother spreading hot wax on your back, especially while he's wearing a mesh T-shirt. And he gets the wax way too hot, pulls it off with a huge chunk of skin. So I'm at the hospital getting a skin graft. And I was able to get the doctor to play a little revenge on my brother by having the doctor take the skin from his butt and put it on my back. Of course, now my back's hairier than it was before, and my dog is attracted to the area. But hey, what the hell? Oh man, I do have a really hard time picking up women, partially because my friends and I are all a bunch of degenerate daters. We came up with like our own little language for the way we refer to women. Like if most guys, when they see a girl that they think is attractive, they're like, "Ooh, she's hot." That's not good enough for us. We're like, "Ooh, ass hat," meaning she's so hot I would wear her ass as a hat. Or just the fact that we're not really good at talking to ladies and nothing like that, so it doesn't really get us very, very far with the women. But I think I'll tell one more, and I'm gonna get out of here. I'm not a big fan of the show Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's not that bad of a show, but it's completely named the wrong thing. Shouldn't it be Buffy the Vampire Layer? Because all I ever see her doing is putting a hump to these vampires. And I can imagine, though, it would be pretty beneficial for women to have a vampire as a boyfriend, though. Because they're really horny at that time of the month. Fill in the blanks, people. Fill in the blanks. I can hear the laughter all the way here. Oh, man, that's going to do it for me, though.
Boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen, Shannon Thompson. And, well, you really had them rolling in the aisles here.
I hope so.
MTN.
I hope I did. I tried my best, it's...
And your best was more than good enough.
I hope so. I put out the full effort.
Yeah, well, I'm not actually the cheapest audience in the world, and you done fine by me.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good to hear. I heard you giggle a couple times. It made me feel pretty good.
You just can't stop it. I spend so much time trying to be quiet in this room because we got people like Mr. Wills playing, and you're tiptoeing around in the background because you don't want somebody to go clunk in the middle of a warm romantic ballad.
Right.
Well, then you get the comic on here, and we're a little bit shy on audience tonight, and I feel really bad about that. I tell you, it's tough enough for anybody to go up in one. But to go up in one in an empty room.
A comedian's worst nightmare is to have no audience.
And that means that this guy knows what he's doing and how.
I like to think so.
And in spite of my my automatic attempts to remain quiet, you got me snickering under my breath out here behind the cameras.
Hey, I appreciated it. It was much needed laughter. I actually, I'm gonna make Nell pay for making me do this.
Well, we all try to make Nell pay as much as we can.
Yes, you better get me a good gig for this one.
And if you boys and girls may think that somebody was kidding about the little brother. He wasn't.
Not kidding.
I suppose before we deliver that little punchline, is there anywhere that you're going to be working?
Yeah,
or
actually,
are we waiting for Nell?
Yeah, no, Nell's got me working in Eau Claire the 13th of February, and then I'll be back here in the cities on the 21st at the Terminal Bar, open up for another Twin Cities favorite crunk.
it's been years now, but the Twin Cities sort of fell into this, standard booking type deal. And I mean, it used to be that First Avenue would have jugglers that worked under strobe lights to Led Zeppelin recordings, opening up for rock and roll bands. Right. We would have Louis Anderson doing live shows down at the big rock clubs.
Yep.
And it's really wonderful
it's
to hear
nice.
that somebody's going out and doing something.
It's coming back
to
full
mix
circle
things up a little bit.
In that way, it's coming back full circle. A lot of comedians are opening up for bands now, and it's a nice thing to switch it up and just change a pace.
Well, and sometimes I think maybe that's once again, one of your, if you go into an underground, I hate words like that, type club where you're going to see something a little bit different, maybe you're going to wind up with somebody in that crowd that's got a brain left.
Well, let's hope so. I mean, but, and opening up for bands is not the easiest thing to do because a lot of people that come in there are rowdy and they're ready to party. It's hard to get their attention sometimes, but hey, I mean, if you can get their attention, you can get anybody's attention.
I think it was George Carlin that said he used to go out on major rock tours, and he would walk out on stage, and the entire 4 first rows would stare up at him from the crowd, and look at him like, "Get off the stage!
Yes.
I timed my drugs for this."
Exactly, and you got about 1 or 2 tables that are actually listening, trying to hear over the whole rest of the audience that's going crazy. Get the hell off there.
Well, I remember a friend of mine, Marley McLeod, who spent several years cutting her teeth down in Athens, Georgia, and she would go down into a pizza parlor. And she'd take in her guitar, a little PA, and put out a hat and sing for 3 hours, 4 hours. And it's a hellacious gig. But damn, she got good doing it.
You got to cut your teeth somewhere, and that's basically what I'm doing with Nell, and hopefully he's going to take me to the top.
Well.
Wow,
It shows in your craft.
Yeah, well,
already here.
He paid me to kiss his ass the whole time I was up here, so
it's not such a bad ass.
Exactly.
Really, I mean, he does dress it well.
It's a little hairy,
but I'll tell you what. I did mention before that the little brother bit is true.
It is true.
And I guess there's a genetic thing, because at this moment I think it must be time to introduce not the governor of Wisconsin.
Not the governor, not yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tommy Thompson.
What's going on? All right, let's get this thing started. Little odd being up here, camera, no crowd. I'm gonna work with it though. I'm gonna have a good time. Hope that you folks at home have a good time too. I want to bring up something since we're on TV. I think the worst thing to happen to America in a long, long time is reality TV. And I think that reality shows are bad enough as it is, but I think the worst thing ever would have to be the reality dating show. You've seen these shows like the Shipmates Eliminate. Ooh, yeah, exciting. No, not exciting. Because they never show the real personality of the contestants that are on these shows. I just want to see them once tell the truth about one of these contestants that are on there. I just want to be like, next we have Bambi. Bambi is 5'10", she has 34 double Ds, and she's a freaking idiot. Or guys, they never bring out like the girl that's going to steal your heart, the one that's just going to make you fall in love with her. They're never like, next we have Rochelle. Rochelle is 4'1". She has a flat head, full back teeth, no gag reflex, and pistol grip ears. Her hobbies include opening beers and shutting the hell up. I don't know, I'm a little bit bitter. I'm a little bit bitter about the whole dating thing anyways. I'm recently single, and my ex-girlfriend is crazy. She broke up with me because I played jokes on her cat. That was the reasoning behind it. Yeah, I'm telling you, that was the reasoning. I think that she would just get crazy with this cat. It was always about the cat, always about the cat. I played jokes on it, like you put tape on its feet so it's, or you tape its whiskers back so it has no sense of direction. Yeah, the last straw came when I gave it a shitload of acid. And then a bag of Pop Rocks. Now every time it hears techno music, it pisses on the floor and passes out. But I am soul searching, and I found a way to soul search now that I'm single, and that is through the adult film industry, if you will. I could never watch porno movies when I was in a relationship, could never do it. And now I can. I just think she would never let me watch porno movies, and now I've just gone crazy with it. I started off with a little Spice Channel, a little softcore action. Now I have a whole collection full of midget pornos. Because I want to be the only full-size guy in a midget porno. You know, your pecker would look all huge because it's got a little chubby midget fist wrapped around it. It's like an optical illusion. Oh, I'm just rolling with the punches today. Rolling with the punches. I don't know. I'm a big sports fan, but let's just change gears on you here real quick. But I just got a lot of things in my mind. I'm a real big sports fan, but there's one sport that I won't watch, and that's NASCAR. I don't know if I've been living under a rock for the last 10 years, but they still drive in circles, don't they? Next time they take a right-hand turn, call me. Man, it just bothers me. And NASCAR, the reason why I got turned off of NASCAR, too, is my friend, a big NASCAR fan, took me to a NASCAR race, and I realized that you will see the most ass-backwards people in the world at a NASCAR race. You know, you got like Billy Joe and Jim Bob sitting in front of you, and they're swilling Coors Light like it's going out of style. And every time Jeff Gordon comes around our side of the track, they're like, oh, dude, here he comes. Oh, here he comes, dude. Gordon, you pussy! I'm sorry, but isn't NASCAR the only sport where taunting the athletes is pretty ineffective? Like Jeff Gordon's going to be driving down the track talking to his crew chief like, I got to pull in for a pit. Did somebody just call me a pussy? I have feelings too, you know. Oh, I think that I know a way we can spice NASCAR up, though, because it's so boring. It's just completely boring. I think a way we can spice it up is I say when you line the cars up on the track, get them all ready to go, pull Grandma and Grandpa out there in their 87 Reliant station wagon. Wave the green flag and just watch the fun begin. Because you know that son of a bitch is going to have his blinker on the whole time. She's going to be yelling, you're going too fast, you're going too fast. He's trying to merge. Oh. Insert laughter. That's what I like to hear. So I see that Kobe Bryant is in a lot of trouble. I've been following the current events. Kobe Bryant is in a lot of trouble. Cheated on his wife. Got all these trials and things. But did you know the little tidbit that when his wife found out that he was cheating, he bought her a $4 million ring. $4 million bucks. You know what I got my girlfriend when she found out I was cheating? Crabs. And a tennis bracelet. I was like, surprise. She's like, I know. So I was at the Mall of America the other day, and actually it was a couple weeks ago, and I went out there to see the Freddy versus Jason movie. And this is a while ago, so bear with me. I don't know if anybody's ever seen the Freddy versus Jason movie, but I can save you the money. You want to know who wins? Nobody. Nobody wins when you go see that movie. Every time they killed somebody, I was like, why can't that be me? Death right now. Oh. But I went to the Mall of America, and while I was out there, I saw the craziest thing I think I've ever seen in my life. The Cancer Research Center was holding its annual colon cancer exhibit. And that's not strange at all, and it's not creepy at all. I support colon cancer. All that stuff. I don't support colon cancer, but I support the Cancer Research Center. What do you know what I'm talking about? So, anyways, getting back to my story. They had their colon cancer exhibit, and their colon cancer exhibit consisted of a 40-foot replica of a human colon. You could crawl through it. Yeah. Who the hell would do this? What are you walking by like, I haven't had my head up anybody's ass in a while. Every half hour, they got a guy coming in to make it look more realistic, spreading corn and peanuts everywhere. At the end of the day, they have a contest to see who can go the fastest through it. Winner gets a free high colonic administered by Katie Couric. Oh, so we caught Saddam Hussein. Pretty happy about this. Not a very political person, but I'm pretty happy that we caught Saddam Hussein. I don't know why it took us so long to catch him, but one reason I think might be because you guys realize he had 4 lookalikes. 4. What a shitty job that must be to be Saddam Hussein's lookalike. What fun could you possibly have in the world as Saddam Hussein's lookalike? I think the only thing that you could possibly do is to play little jokes on people. You know, like guards sleeping on his job at the palace. You know, you walk up and be like, wake up, wake up. I'm going to kill you in front of your family. I'm just kidding. It's me, Dave. I had you going, though, huh? I had to tell you guys about this. You guys, as far as people at home, I would assume. I got to tell you guys about the. I was at an open mic last night doing a show, and it's a weird bathroom setup. It's a trough, but then there's the toilet, but there's no stall. It's just the door locks. So I walked in right behind this guy, thinking, going in to use the bathroom, the stall, everything, But I didn't realize that as I was going to the bathroom in the urinal, that he had mounted his ass on the toilet and locked the door behind him and could only look at me and say, it's come down to this now, has it? Yeah, I don't know. That's just a story. I'm just telling stories now. I'm having fun. I'm trying to stay fit, working out a little bit, trying to stay fit. I realized I was watching MTV the other day, and I realized the best way to stay fit, and that's heroin. Because I tell you, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, they are in good shape. Six-pack, abs, everything. I'm going to take a little time from my set to go ahead. I want to call Nell Harrison up here since he's been such a great guy to us. I want to have him come up here and chat with us. So, Nell, come on up here. I'd like to talk to you. Come on up, Nell.
Do I get a mic?
Yes, you get your own mic. That one right there is yours. I didn't even sneeze on it or anything.
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nell Harrison,
How's everybody doing?
the mastermind behind TV Muzique.
Good to be here tonight, people. It's been much too long. Much too long.
I was just called you up here because when was you said that it's been a long time since you've had comedy in on TV
nice
Muzique.
ass, man.
Let's stick with the script.
All right, hold on a second. I'm
See,
sorry.
this is where that's where I say, how long has it been since you had comedy on? And this is where you say, stay.
I'm supposed to say
Yeah, I said, how long has it been since you've had comedy on?
that. No, it says there that I'm a
No.
bachelorette.
Oh. Well, that's the wrong script now, isn't it? Oh, wow. So, okay, well, Bachelorette, have you seen the show The Bachelorette?
Yes.
Do you like it? Do you like
Yes.
it? I think
Yes.
it's one of the only reality TV shows with any ground on it.
Woo!
Yep.
It's reality, baby.
I think it's-
We're talking busties here,
It's
baby.
the only show that I think is real. Any reality show that I think is real. Because what is the concept? It's like 20 douchebags trying to cockblock each other over some skank. I see that stuff at the bar every time I go out. I'm usually bachelor number 12.
I'm going to get my headshots done soon. Hey, everybody.
Wow.
You got such a nice ass.
Thank you.
When we dated years ago, before anybody knew what was going on, we were dating, and my daddy didn't like Tommy very much.
It's because I'm not a Catholic.
It's true. He's
Yep.
not Catholic. He's Protestant.
I'm Protestant. Go Jesus.
He's a Protestant Muslim,
Protestant Muslim, yeah.
and that means he's from a crack.
Wow. This is a...
You get it? He's from a crack, and he's got a nice ass.
Hey, yeah, so, okay, let's go over this again. So how long... Get your hand off my ass.
It's so close.
How long has it been since you've had comedy on TV Muzique?
Never.
This is the first time.
we've
First
never-
time for you people, first time. I hope you're enjoying it.
Nothing to laugh at, people.
Nothing to laugh at. And we have no audience here. This is the hardest thing I've ever probably done before because there's no reactions. But we're just letting you guys in on a little bit of behind the scenes.
On his third girlfriend, the one with the syphilis, it was like the hardest thing. That was the hardest thing, wasn't it? You told me because it hurt.
All right.
It Was that hard?
Keep going. Okay. So now it's question number 2.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay. What?
Sorry.
It's okay. You got it?
All right, we're back.
All right. You need a drink of water or something?
No, my eyes are watering. I think it's because the way your ass smells.
Yeah, well, that tends to do it. What do you like about being a show promoter? What's your favorite thing about being a show promoter?
All the money.
All the money.
The money and the chicks. Lots of money.
All right,
and
you're
chicks.
saying all the money? How come the last time I worked for you, I only got paid $20
and 81 cents.
and 81 cents?
Yes, you did get paid. That's something
paid.
new in the Twin
You know,
Cities.
and he paid me $21.81, and it's not like I could use it for beer money that night. He wrote me a check.
And he's getting.
It was a second party
W
check, too. I couldn't even
fucking
cash it. You just dropped an F-bomb on live TV.
And I'm feeling pretty bad about it.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty bad about it.
So, oh, man. So, question number 3.
It's question number 3.
What's your favorite venue? Like out of all the places you book, what's your favorite place?
This place right here, because it's an all-ages venue. It happens all the time. And Mr. Swizzo, who's the show host over here, he is the sexiest man voted by People Magazine as the sexiest
Mr. Swizzo,
man
come on up here
TV.
and join us on stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, the comedy stylings
He's got a nice
of
ass. Doesn't he got a nice ass?
the two heads.
You got to tell me.
We have
I think he's got it.
Mr.
You told
Tommy
me you thought he
Thompson.
had a nice ass at one time.
And we have an
Why do you do this when
ever
we're
more
It's live.
important
No, it's not.
friend
It's all those-
of
it's all-
TC
No, the light's
Muzique.
on. It's live.
No, it wasn't. Not it's next
That
week's
would
show.
mean Mr.
No, I was out in the
Harrison.
hall, and you could see it.
And this tonight has been our first annual,
I'm rubbing ass, baby.
semi-annual,
I'm
first
rubbing ass.
quarterly
Why?
Cabaret Wild Man show.
You always got to do this.
Just remember,
to do it,
every
but
once in a
I
while
can
you
tell you
might
what,
hear some
if you
language
want,
on
I'll
this
hook you up
show
with
that
this
is
chick I
not
know.
suitable
Really?
for
Yeah,
little
she's really
ones.
hot.
Really?
And I
And
know
we
she's
do
in high school.
apologize for
but
shocking
she's
any
a
of the
senior?
family members
What's that? She's a senior.
Yeah, that's
can't
kind of my cutoff.
normally
Oh no, man. She's in
stay
the
up
prom,
this
too.
late.
You can take her to the prom.
Really?
Swizzo took her last year.
Somewhere
Yes,
out
he did.
there,
But
there
he's
is
only,
a
what,
Shannon
19?
Thompson, and
He's
we would
young,
definitely
young.
like to
He's
thank
got a
him
nice ass, though.
for being here
He's just kind of sitting
this
there.
evening.
I don't
Saying
even know
bye.
if he knows what's going on.
And
You look
before
at him-
we go
you look
out,
at him this way. I'll look at him this
we
way.
would like to make sure that you hear about a February benefit in memory of Mr. JoJo Williams.
JoJo Williams
That
benefit.
will be
JoJo Williams.
at Arnelia's. We're not even really sure about the date, but you check
Hip hop event.
our brand new up and coming and up and running
Did you
website.
enjoy the show?
I did.
That would be
Oh, I didn't tell him.
www.tcmusic.com. And we'll put that up there so you can all find out about that. One not so last thing, boys and girls. Guess where Tommy's gonna be?
I'm going to be at the House of Rock in Eau Claire. On
Keep it going because
on
like,
January
over there.
or on February 13th,
There.
the 20th, I'll be at the.